Welcome to the Rebel to Succeed podcast. It's your boy Anthony Williams, the founder of rebeltosucceed.com. The purpose of this podcast is to share tips, advice, and strategies to help you improve in all areas of your life. My mission is to make a positive difference in your life to help you live your best life. Now let's get it. What up, Rebels? It's your boy Ant from Rebel to Succeed coming at you with another podcast episode. So, in this podcast episode, I'm going to be sharing some very inspirational information from Alicia Keys. Again, that's Alicia Keys. For anybody who doesn't know who Alicia Keys is, she's a very famous singer. Too many Grammys to count. Very popular, very famous, very successful. Very all-around positive person. And I want to share this clip by her that I know will inspire you guys in some type of way. So check out this clip by Alicia Keys.
Songs in A minor improved my financial picture, but it didn't significantly change how I handled my money. Every ka-ching triggered in me a long-held fear, followed by a question: if all of this suddenly goes away, have I saved enough to be okay? I'd seen how quickly circumstances could shift, as fast as they once had when my mother lost her father and the family's breadwinner, and I was determined not to end up as the penniless bag lady, the former star whose downward spiral left her in dire financial straits. So in the early days of my career, I was very, very careful with cash. And when I did buy something for myself, I never went for flashy. In place of $5,000 designer boots or Bentleys, I opted for white t-shirts and Timbs I could get cheap on 125th Street. I'll never forget the first time I went to Bergdorf Goodman, the luxury department store on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan. Erica, my childhood friend who later worked on my team as my day-to-day manager, was with me. Following the album and tour, I just received my first major check. I deposited it and didn't touch it for weeks. You should go shopping, Erica urged me. I reluctantly agreed. I mean, it can't hurt to look, I figured. And maybe it was time for a small indulgence. If you've ever roamed the aisles of Bergdorf's, then you understand how forcefully desire can grab you by the throat. You quickly go from swearing you don't need a single thing to lusting after designer sneakers you hadn't even known existed before the moment you spotted them. Within a half an hour in the store, I picked out a pair of shoes, a leather jacket, a scarf, and a killer belt. When the lady at the counter announced the total, that would be $3,482, she said without blinking. I looked blankly at her. I'm putting all this back, I whispered to Erica as I scooped up the items and left the register. This is ridiculous, I said. I can't pay this much. Come on, Erica pressed. You should do something nice for yourself for once. I stared at her but didn't respond. Do you love these? She asked, picking up the sneakers I just propped back up onto their display stand. I nodded. Well, if you really love them, she went on, you should buy them. It's time to celebrate a little. I ultimately bought 2 of the 5 items, the high-top sneakers and the leather jacket. And for days after the purchase, I was in turmoil. Not just because I'd spent over $1,000, an insane amount in my view, but also because I should have gotten a belt. Months later, when I went back for it, the item had been discontinued. Erica wasn't pushing me to live beyond my means. Rather, she was nudging me toward a different mindset, a mentality that was foreign to me. I'd grown up in a survival mode, clutching tightly to every dollar that came my way. And when you spend from a belief that every cent you earn will be your last, you operate from a place of scarcity. A context that runs counter to the energy of abundance. Money, like all life, is an energy exchange. You give yourself over to whatever you're passionate about, and what comes back to you is energy in the form of monetary compensation. You attract more or less of what you want by how you choose to interact with it, as well as what you believe about yourself. Do you truly feel you deserve what you're asking for? Are you worth it? How you answer impacts what comes your way. What you focus on expands. If you focus on the goodness in your life, you create more of it. And if you live with an open palm rather than a closed fist, you leave room for immeasurable blessings to flow through your hands. It was one of the strongest lessons ever passed on to me in the classroom my life was becoming.
So that was a clip by Alicia Keys, very inspirational. But I came across this clip of her online, and I wanted to share with you guys. And yeah, I mean, it inspired me, and I love that she's talking about abundance, about the abundance mindset, and I feel like it's very important for people to have the abundance mindset because that's going to help you in the long run. In the long run, as far as your success later on down the line, you can't be having like a scarcity mindset. Now, I did notice that I had this type of mindset at some point in my life, and I like to try to practice abundance. I feel like there is enough for everyone in life, and I feel like that's how you should go through life, is feeling like there's enough for everyone. We sometimes we are, as business owners and entrepreneurs, sometimes we feel like everything is limited and things are, like the competition is your enemy and things of that nature. But first of all, your competition is, you can learn from your competition, and there's enough money and success and all of the good things that you want out of life. There's enough for everyone. And that's the type of mindset that I like to try to live by. And that's the type of mindset that I like to, spread with you guys and share with you guys. And that's the type of mindset that I would encourage you guys to live by, because there's no point of having that type of scarcity mindset. I feel like a scarcity mindset, it goes in line with a poverty mindset. And we don't practice poverty, having a poverty mindset around here. Not in a rebel camp, not in a rebel nation. That's not what we do. So, I want to encourage you guys to always think in abundance. There's enough for everybody. There's enough for everyone, and to continue to be a positive force and spread love in abundance. And I guarantee you that you will receive that. You will receive love back to you, and you will receive abundance back to you. If that's what you believe, that's what you have your mindset set on, and that's what you ultimately put out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this clip by Alicia Keys. I love, her talking about, the abundance mindset, and it's something that I try to, practice daily in my own personal life. So yeah, hopefully you guys found value. If so, leave a review. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Go to rebel2succeed.com. Check out the content there, of course. And last but not least, be a rebel. Reach everybody by exercising love. And yeah, it's your boy Yan from Rebel to Succeed. And I catch you guys in the next episode. I want to thank you for joining me today and listening to this podcast. If you found this episode helpful or valuable in any way, then I encourage you to leave an honest review and subscribe to the Rebel to Succeed podcast for future episodes. To receive more content and value, make sure to visit the Rebel to Succeed website at www.rebel2succeed.com. And finally, always remember that to succeed in life, you have to reach everyone by exercising love. So make sure to show somebody some love today. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you next time.